Hey folks, Brian Harris. It's a crazy turnout here as Ozzy starts his campaign. Folks, this is one of the, if not the most important race in the primaries. There are only two Democrats running, and that's Lombardo and Ozzy Fumo. If you like the way things are happening, then you'll stay at home. If you don't, you'll come out and not only vote, but help Ozzy win. Change comes from the top. If we bring in the right district attorney who believes in equal justice, who believes in law and order, but believes that it can be done with equal justice, then you'll vote for Ozzy. Not only will you vote for him, you'll help him win. I will. Hats off to you, Ozzy. Great show turnout. Excuse me.
Europe was kind of a speeder.
Kind of?
Yeah, so like with that, people are right back at the speed.
How you doing? When you know
Well, and someone asked him, will the NHL sponsor or provide counseling?
Okay.
I am the horrible oh,
Juvenile psychological evaluation, which is core order. It's popular. Do I have to?
You're running, right?
What's that?
I want to ask you a couple quick questions. I'm doing a quick Facebook Live.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's run out here real quick.
Okay, hold on. I want to get a picture with Ozzy real quick.
Okay, well, I was going to come out here.
Can we talk? We can.
Huh?
What did you want to ask?
I just want to introduce some folks to you, tell them that you're running. Just real quick.
No, yeah, let's.
What's your name again?
Debra Westbrook.
Okay. Hey folks, while I was out here, I met another candidate that is running
For Nevada Court of Appeals, Department 1.
for Nevada Court of Appeals Department 1, and her name is
Debra Westbrook.
Debra Westbrook. Debra, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, tell them a little bit about you so people will know. Who are you?
So I've been practicing law in the state of Nevada since 2005. I graduated from the University of Washington School of Law in 2002, Order of the Coif. I clerked on the DC Court of Appeals from 2003 to 2004. I came here, spent 8 years practicing civil litigation, and then I've spent the last 8 years at the Public Defender's Office representing indigent defendants in their criminal appeals, doing nothing but criminal appellate work.
Okay, great. So as a defensive attorney, you bring a different perspective to the court. We've seen a influx of the progressive judges that have come in. A lot of them came out of the defense, came out of what is it?
The
Public Defender's Office. Tell me real quick, why did you decide to run?
Well, during the COVID crisis, and I was feeling kind of powerless, and then I realized the way that you can make a difference in the world is to actually get out there and take steps, and if you want to see change happen, you make that change happen. So I started working with the Nevada Attorneys for Criminal Justice, doing volunteer work with that organization to provide briefing to ensure that criminal defendants who were incarcerated during COVID would have their right to appear in court at their sentencing hearings. In the district courts, they were not transporting criminal defendants who were incarcerated for sentencing, and they were required to appear, and they have in many cases been required to appear remotely when they have a constitutional right to appear in person and to plead to the judge and ask the judge, for mercy and leniency in sentencing face to face. It's a very important constitutional right. So I worked with NACJ to provide that type of briefing to all of the criminal defense attorneys in the state of Nevada. And my husband and I, David Westbrook, who's right here, we worked together on litigation to keep the Clark County DA's office from prosecuting individuals for second-degree murder when they ended up in a DUI with death situation. Under the law, the legislature decided that there's a specific penalty for it. It was not second-degree murder, but the DA's office was charging it as second-degree murder, and doing so in a lot of cases where the defendants were people of color, people with limited means, and individuals like Scott Gregson, who had a lot more money. He was not charged with the same type of offense that the poor, indigent, and people of color were being charged with. We fought that and took it up to the Nevada Supreme Court, and the Nevada Supreme Court put a stop to that practice.
Debra spent a lot of her career keeping people honest and keeping the system fair. And that's what she's going to do on the bench. I'm really proud of her.
Great. And this is Brian Harris. I'm the creator of the Independent Black Voters on Facebook and the owner of Blackbook Media. It is very important that the black community be involved. We want law and order. Everyone wants law and order. We just want equal justice under the law. And we've seen a wave of new judges that have come in, progressives, who believe in law, but they also believe in equal law, equal justice under the law. We must support them. I'm out here supporting Ozzie Fumu because he believes in equal justice under the law. No, he does not believe in defunding the police. No, he does not think that the police are bad. We all cherish, we all respect the police as a unit. We just must make sure that the biases are taken care of. And we must have people throughout, and I'm saying from the judges to the DAs to the police, that understand that they have biases, they must control those biases, and they must give equal justice under the law. We all want equal justice. We all want safe houses. We want to figure out how to do that without incarcerating the masses. So, again, I'm out here to support Ozzie, and we just got a chance to meet each other. Tell me your name again.
It's Debra Westbrook.
And tell them what you're running for again.
Running for Nevada Court of Appeals, Department 1.
And where can they find you?
Online at DebraWestbrook.com.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk some more, Debra. I thank you. This was a chance meeting, but nothing happens by chance. It happens for sure. I'll be talking. We'll be vetting her because just as we did in 2020, we will have a list of candidates that will be endorsed by the independent black voters. And we will be looking at the issues that are pertaining to equal justice, equal opportunity, addressing systemic racism. And when we have those candidates, folks, if we don't help them win, then that means you're happy with the status quo. This is Brian Harris, Blackbook Media. Peace.